Hi, my name is Joseph Hernandez, and I'm currently a senior at Social Learning Center who will be attending the University of Southern California, so USC, for the fall of 2015, so fight on. First, I'd like to begin by thanking you properly for giving me the opportunity and taking the time to read my application to recognize, truly, I hope you see what I can provide, not just to the program, but for my community and for my family and friends. I've grown up in South Central, and honestly, you've probably heard all the stereotypes already made, from the gang violence, drug abuse, the dropouts, the pregnancies. There are so many negative aspects that people look at my community from. But I'm gonna be honest, there's so much more that my community has. The diversity, the culture, the traditions that we share with one another. Yes, there's a lot of problems within South Central that I've personally noticed because growing up, you recognize everything. But there's so much more that my community has to offer. And that's why I want to play a giant role to be the representation that my community needs. To really bring out the true beauty that my community holds and that my family, friends, and peers have to show but can't because constantly we're bombarded with all these stereotypes that hold us back. If I was blessed to be a South Central scholar, with the opportunities given to me from the networking, job internships, everything that the scholarship itself can provide, it'll be a blessing to use because coming from my background, it's very difficult to find any kind of opportunity or let's say open doorway that will give me a chance to truly come out and show the world who I am and what I can offer. Being low income and financially struggling my whole life, I had a mother who's constantly worked and was only and who had to provide for five others, which is my father, who struggles to find a job due to his immigration background. Finding work has been very difficult. Our grandfather, who can't take care of himself, but where we can afford to put him anywhere else to help us. And, well, luckily, we're here to have his back and support him. And then myself and my two younger brothers. Seeing how strongly motivating my parents try their best to do for me, I want to return the favor the best way I can. Becoming a South Central scholar will give me so much financial help. And honestly, it hurts to say, but that's one of the biggest aspects that I need to look at. With financial issues, attending USC is a blessing, but no school is cheap. Opportunity comes with a price and comes with a lot of sacrifice. I've already known since I was in middle school, starting high school, that I really wanted to be a Trojan and that I saw so much opportunity that the school could offer me, but I knew that coming from my low income background that it wouldn't be easy to afford. I've made plans and constant strategies to find work and to pay off everything I can on my own because my mother just can't afford to pay my college. My family has never seen education as big as they wanted to because growing up they've always had to drop out of high school or stop after high school, to find work and support their families and take care of those who always needed it because my family's always seen that, having your family's back is an essential key. And it's true. But in my contribution to that idea, I want to help them with giving them some kind of hope that my family can go far. I will be the first one attending college in my family, so I'm very blessed to have made it this far by itself. And just getting accepted has truly been something that's been mind blowing for me. What I really want is from becoming a South Central scholar is developing a lot of life skills that I'm going to need in the future. From leadership to initiative to speaking skills on its own. By itself, the application itself is already preparing me. Talking in camera isn't easy. But luckily, I have the opportunity like this to truly show you who I am and what I can offer. I've done so much from community involvement, from high academics, because I've tried my best to become the most well-rounded individual I can. To really show parts of the aspects that I can to colleges through the best way I can. But there's just so many limitations that I come across all the time that makes it very difficult to really show them what I can offer. I'm dedicated, I'm loyal, I'm hardworking, I'm ambitious, I'm always curious, and my mind works really interesting. The reason why I want to be a South Central scholar is because in the end, it's also the financial aid that helps. It's the skills and networking that I gain, but it only comes down to also having that family support. My family does its best to support me the best way they can. But when it comes down to understanding how school works, how college works, application processes, I struggled on my own. My parents never knew about those because they never came across it themselves. And applying to those many schools, all those essays, it honestly came down to just me. And it's really scary because this is just a stepping stone to what college has to offer. And college is another world on its own that, to be honest, I'm a little terrified to face. And I've always seen it that I would face it alone. But becoming a South Central scholar, I would have resources that would guide me and that would assist me in accomplishing my goals of becoming a biomedical engineer, where I can become a doctor without borders and help out other third world countries who really need that support medically and who struggle obtaining the resources they need. College has always been a different world from where I'm from. School isn't as brought up as much because it's very hard to find some kind of motivation to really inspire you to become a professional in whatever field you choose. As myself, I've always made it a goal of mine to make a difference that way. But by myself, I can't achieve anything in this world. I've always thought that the only way to strive is being able to help others, where then in the end I'll be able to help myself. But I can't do this alone. I can't afford to continue on because the price that hangs on the school that I choose is too expensive. And honestly, finding all the roads that I have to face when coming into university, it won't be easy. If South Central Scholars honestly sees what I can offer and the potential that I hold in, I assure you that I'll be able to return so much more than what I'm given. Because I honestly feel that the only way to improve is by making a difference in the lives of others. And if you help make this difference in my life, I'll be able to continue on a chain where I'll be able to help others and hopefully they continue on that same process. Because the only way we can strive is if we continue helping. Nobody in this world is meant to be alone. I honestly believe that. Facing college, I don't want to be alone. I know I can't because this world by itself is something that I've never experienced on my own. In the end, I hope South Central Scholars truly sees what I can offer, and I hope they allow me to become part of their program in the future. Thank you for this time, and have a great day.